I'm sorry to report my very dear friend Tom Lovely, a nomad, had a serious rollover accident on his way to a van meetup in New Hampshire. The vehicle rolled multiple times, and in Tom's own words, he was very lucky to have gotten out. Tom spent 7 days in the hospital and is going to residential rehab today. He has multiple fractured vertebrae in his neck and his back, and walking is very difficult. Tom, would love to hear from you. If you know Tom, I'll leave my email in the description, and please email me. I'll get you in touch with him. I know he'd love to hear from fellow nomads that knew him. He got around to a lot of camps in Quartzsite. He was a mentor to many of us. He helped me on several of my van projects, and for that I am eternally grateful. Says he misses his Quartzsite people, and really anybody who knew him knew it was a big highlight. I'm having my own medical problems, and so I'm going to talk about that now. Hello everybody, Timothy Paynter here. It's been a while since I've been able to post, and I kind of want to give you an update on what I've been doing. I have been seeing my doctors, and I think it's an interesting topic for today. How do you get medical treatment on the road? And unfortunately for me, I found that transient medical treatment has not been very good treatment. And the problem is that my situations are generally complicated. I'm an older guy, and so that's very natural. It's not anything special. And so the doctor needs to kind of know what's going on with me in order to appropriately treat me. And so you go to a new doctor along the road, and he's never seen you before. He doesn't know why another doctor put you on certain medications. And now he's got to run a bunch of tests and figure out if he can continue prescribing what you got before. Now, if you've had a different experience than me, I'd love to know it. Or if you have a solution for medical treatment on the road, I'd love to know it. For me, though, what I found is that I need a base of operations. And from that base of operations, I can come back every year, and if necessary, every 6 months, in order to get the prescriptions refilled and satisfy the visitation requirement. Generally, most physicians want to see you every 6 months if they're going to prescribe for you. And if they're prescribing delicate medications, let's say pain medications, then they want to see you every month. And I do know a friend that runs a very famous Facebook page, or a well-liked Facebook page, and she's unable to leave for longer than 30 days because of her medication requirements. She has to be seen every 30 days. And so she'll take a trip for 29 days, but she'll be right back in order to get the medication prescribed. And unfortunately, that's a sad reality of medicine in today's market, is that doctors in other states are reticent to treat you, or this doctor can't treat you across state lines. My doctor told me that during COVID, they relaxed the rules, and he could do telemedicine, and he could see me and count that as an office visit, even if I was in California or I was in Arizona. But he tells me that today they're really cracking down on it, and if I'm outside of the state of Colorado, he can't do telemedicine with me. And so it's kind of up to me to be honest about where I am. And so, really, it's a problem while you're on the road. Now, in my case, this summer, I don't want to go completely into my medical history, but I just went through kidney stone removal, which wasn't fun. It required general anesthesia. They put you completely under, and it was a very painless procedure because you're not awake for it. I also had an endoscopy, and now I have a bunch more tests scheduled for later in August. So I've got to be hanging around for these tests and these doctors before I'm able to really travel. I do want to do extensive traveling. Would like to do maybe a 2-year trip down to Argentina or maybe go to Europe. I don't know. It would be a very complicated thing to do because you've got to ship your vehicle or you have to buy a vehicle over there. And I'm not really funded for really expensive traveling, but it's something I really want to do. And the question I'm going to have is, what do I do for doctors while I'm on my trip? Now, most of my medications you can get anywhere. They're very easy to get, but a few of my medications are much more difficult to get. They're not generally sold widely in Mexico, for example, and so it will be more difficult to get it, even if I could get it prescribed. And that's the problem, is can I get it prescribed? And just filling the medication has been difficult. Getting a pharmacy to give me a 6 month supply of anything seems almost impossible. They'll give you 3 months, but 6 months seems to be out of the realm. And the insurance with medication has been very, very difficult. I'm paying an insurer for Medicare medication, and it turns out that I can buy medicine from GoodRx for cheaper than I can get it through my own insurance company. Isn't that a rip? Just a complete rip. And the only reason I continue to pay them is that maybe one day there'll be a catastrophic need and then I'll have the coverage. But I'm really getting almost no benefit from my coverage. It's really, from my point of view, an enormous ripoff. Well, I'd love to hear what you're doing for doctors. What are your solutions? How do you solve this problem of medicine on the road? I wanted to give you all an update so you didn't think I just dropped off the earth. And I'm having a lot of fun in Colorado. I do take side trips, a week side trip or 2 weeks or something. Little Miss Nix really loves being out, and it's just one of the most nicest things I can do for my cat is give her a chance to run unobstructed for just a few minutes, once every month or every 2 months, or in some cases once a week if I'm lucky enough to be where I think she'll be safe. And so I've really enjoyed doing that. So just giving you an update, wishing you all the very best. This is Traveling Timothy. We'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.